Hi, everybody. This is Alan Fine. I'm here on AmaMagna on a very special holiday cruise over New Year's on the Danube. I'm here with Gary Murphy, who's the Senior Vice President and co-owner of AmaWaterways, and also with Jazzmine Douse, who is the National Account Manager. And this is Insider Travel Report. So the first question I have is, what makes a holiday trip on AmaWaterways different from any other one?
Oh my gosh, I would say it's the atmosphere, right? To be in all of the beautiful decorations. I mean, everywhere you look, you've got the Christmas trees and the wreaths and all of the different lights, and it really just brings out the Christmas spirit. And I always like to say there's a little bit of joy in the air, right? Just because it's just such a fun time.
Well, you're already happy to be here, but then...
Exactly, then you're even happier. And then we also noticed it's more of a time for families to come on board, that multi-generational travel, especially on a ship like the AmaMagna with connecting staterooms and triple and quads. It's the perfect, really, environment for them to come together and have a great time on board.
And then there's the towns we visit.
Yeah.
I mean, in Europe, they truly celebrate Christmas. The whole town just comes alive with, Jazz said, Christmas joy. You have the Christmas markets, you have the beautiful Christmas trees everywhere, the lighting, and there's just a festivity over here that brings it all together.
A true winter, completely winter wonderland, exactly.
And we celebrated New Year's. Alan, you saw it the other night. Oh my gosh.
We're going to show them.
Okay, the firework display was so erratic. It was like all over the river. You couldn't, anywhere you look these.
It was in surround.
It was surround.
It's overwhelming, right? It's like sometimes you're just looking at one focal point to see the fireworks, but you went up onto the top deck and literally everywhere you looked, you turned around and there was a fireworks show going.
We were under attack by fireworks. It was a lot of fun.
But imagine your luxury hotel's in the middle of a fireworks display.
Yes, yeah, it was a lot of
fun. Phenomenal.
All right, well, let's talk about general stuff, new destinations. How about that to begin?
Okay. Well, we have some new itineraries. We're doing an itinerary we used to do for like tulip time. Now we're doing it through the season. In January of 2021, we're in 2020 right now. In 2021, we'll be launching Egypt. So we're very excited about that. And that's pretty. We have one, and then we have one more new ship coming out in 21, in addition to the Egypt ship. Right. And you'll be hearing more about that as it's being developed.
You'll be hearing it here.
Yes, you will. Yes, you will.
Okay. Now, so AmaMagna is huge, but she's not so huge that she can't...
Well, let's say she's larger than the other stuff. She doesn't like being referred to as huge. She's a she, right? And she has wider hips than her other vessels. But she is it's a paradigm in river cruising. There's not a ship on the rivers like the AmaMagna.
But you can do a lot with her.
We can do a lot with her. People don't realize. First of all, they say, "Well, she's so large. What about her draft?" Well, she has a greater displacement because she's twice the width of the other river ships. She has a greater displacement of the weight, so it doesn't affect the draft. She still has the same draft as the other ships. No, she is twice as wide, so she cannot go through the Main-Danube Canal. So she lives on the Danube. She'll be living here for the rest of her life, please God. But we do a 1 week and we do a 2 week. So
not so terrible.
No, so we can go Wilshafen and you can go all the way down towards Bucharest and then fly out of Bucharest, or you could do a 7-day or a 7-day. Yeah. And thankfully, it's selling extremely well.
Now, this isn't an all-inclusive product, but there's a lot included. What's the philosophy?
We try to spend the agents, the advisors, clients' money as if it was our own. We want to give the best value we can to the client. So as you've seen, Alan, we're not all inclusive. Like after dinner, beverage, the beer and cocktails are not included, but you can sign them to your room. But a gin and tonic after dinner is €6. All right. But before dinner, the hour before dinner, we have the open bar. Right. So people, they all come together. We find that's when they have a beverage.
The sip and sell cocktail hour.
Sip and sell cocktail hour. But then after dinner, in the summertime especially, almost half the guests go ashore. And it's much more interesting to have a beer in a 200-year-old beer hall in Germany than drinking on board. Right. So that's one of the philosophies. But also, our specialty restaurants, the chef's table, the alfresco, Jimmy's, they're all included in the price. So some of our all-inclusive competitors will have a specialty restaurant, but then they charge for the specialty restaurants. When you're going on an excursion with us and you're, searching for truffles out of Arles with a farmer, or you're making pretzels in Würzburg, or you're doing a
goulash making in Budapest.
Goulash making in Budapest, those are all included. Where some suppliers that say they're all-inclusive charge for those. So yes, we're not all-inclusive when it comes to the beverages, but we have champagne with breakfast, we have beer and wine with lunch, we have beer and wine with dinner, we pour freely, and then we have the open bar an hour before dinner. And that's how
it's about value.
Exactly. And it's sometimes hard to process, but we say that we tend to be more inclusive than all-inclusives because of all of the different choices.
That's a play on word, Jazz. Good for you.
More inclusive than all-inclusive.
Okay. So now you've been working hard on the internet.
Well, we spend more on bandwidth than we do on fuel. And we look at it as almost a promotional cost. All the guests on board right now, they're FaceTiming, they're sending photos, they're sharing their experiences, and when it works, and it does work, it's a great tool for the guests on board to communicate and enjoy and capture the moments they have.
Let me say this: when it doesn't work, it's not your fault. You're working on that too.
Well, it is. We have set up relay stations along the river that our ships talk to and then go to a landline. And where we do have some problems, and we're working on it, is sometimes on the Rhine, you're right on the border.
Oh, right.
And so it's not that you lose the internet, you lose it momentarily, and they'll go, oh, now they'll start going through the cell service on Germany, and then half an hour later, it'll find France. So you just have to sign in again. But other than that, it's working pretty darn well.
So now, how important are travel advisors to you guys? I'm going to throw that up to you.
Oh man, we always say that, without the travel advisors, there really would be no AMA. That is the foundation of what the owners of the company did in order to really have a strong foundation, is actually building relationships with travel advisors. So our goal is always to provide them with the utmost support. And one of the ways I think that is a great way that we support advisors is we welcome them on board. Yes. And that's huge because it's that firsthand experience. And when you experience it firsthand, I always say that you return home with an AMA glow, and it's undeniable. And like, where did you just come from? What did you just do? And you're really on fire to sell the product. So we come out with these amazing fam rates, whether it's provided as part of a group offer, like a gap point where you can actually travel with your group, or an advanced fam rate that we offer at a phenomenal price. It really just gives you the opportunity to really experience what it is that the AMA difference is all about. And then we'll also, even if you necessarily don't have the money to pay, you can actually earn that stateroom, right? You can earn that stateroom through our Sell 5, Sell Free travel advisor program that basically says if you book 5 cabins, then you can actually travel with us yourself. So that's another great opportunity to really be able to come on and feel the AMA love.
We launched it September 1st of last year, that if the advisor books 5 cabins to travel in 2020, and the individuals, a cabin on the Rhine, a cabin on the Seine, a cabin on the Danube, just mix it up. 5 cabins travel in 2020, you earn a free cabin for yourself and a traveling companion. Yeah. The best investment we can make is to have a travel advisor cruise with us to understand the nuances that really make AMA different. And that's, 97%, we just looked at that again, 97% of our business is through the retail travel agent. We used to say 95. Yep. But then we realized we were counting the FAMs that we're booking as direct bookings. So again, we do get, look, if I have a friend that calls me directly, or a family, yes, but 97% of our business.
So what are you waiting for?
Yeah, you get on
here. This is where you should be.
All right, so now we've got a lot of over 100,000 travel advisors. Anything else you want them to know?
Well, yeah, we do have some great promotions that are coming out here. So, it's wave season. It's officially, I was going to say, wave season's coming. It's here.
That's yesterday, right?
Exactly.
Yes.
Yes, it is yesterday. Mm-hmm. And so with the wave season, we have a phenomenal offer out right now. We wanted to make it easy for the travel advisors. And so it's very easy to remember, and it's triple savings. That's it. Triple savings with AmaWaterways. And so if you book Europe, there is a $1 savings. There is a complimentary upgrade.
Cabin upgrade, yes.
And then there's also onboard credit. And then the same thing, if you were to book a holiday cruise, you get all of that. But as the advisor, our holiday gift to you is actually to receive a 5% bonus commission. And then on the Mekong, we have something that's tweaked just a little bit, but you get savings and you get prepaid gratuities as well as the onboard credit.
Some of the departures have up to $2,000 off per cabin, per stateroom. It's a great savings. We're front loading the business, take advantage, and these will be the best offers out in the market. We're not going to come out with better offers later on. It's just a philosophy that we've taken on. Mm-hmm. So don't wait and try to book them later thinking they're going to get a better deal.
Don't let them wait.
Don't let them wait.
Exactly.
Don't let them wait.
And when you wait, you always run the risk of not being able to deliver exactly what it is that your client is looking for, right? Because these river cruise ships aren't like ocean cruise ships. So they do sell out and there isn't a ton of space available. So you got to get it while it's hot and you got to get those staterooms secured because you might come back and there only will be one category stateroom left in particular, or something like that. And we don't want that for you. We want them to have exactly what they want, where they want it, how they want it. It's the AmaWay.
Yes.
This is great. This is exactly what we want. We want to be able to give the travel advisors the information they need to do well.
Well, you know what, Alan, I always say, look, 5 cabins is a group. 5 cabins is a group. It's $25 per person to put the group into operation. It's fully refundable. Mm-hmm. Now is the time to be booking a group for the fall or the Christmas markets of next year. Work with our sales team.
Yes.
We do promotional nights. We do print the flyers up for the agents. And we do have certain departures where they can pre-book an agent's rate of $690, Jazz?
Yep,
if
$690.
And then sell that cabin because it's 9 paying passengers, the 10th passenger's fee. So 9 berths, the 10th berth is free. 9 cabins, the 10th cabin is free. So we've got some great deals. Work with our sales team, work with us, and we'll help you get to that group.
Did you hear all this?
I hope so.
I hope so. We can say it again if you need us to.
Thank you very much for speaking with us.
You're welcome. Thank you for the opportunity.
Thank you so much, Alan.
Bye-bye.
And this is Alan Fine for Insider Travel Report.